Ready to break free from algorithms, vanity PR, and money-sucking ads? My name's Larissa Warstiak, and I've learned in 8 years of jewelry marketing that content is the crown jewel. My agency, Joya, takes a holistic approach, leading with laser-focused storytelling, impactful content creation, and strategic content distribution. This method has worked for the solopreneur as well as the multi-million-dollar company, and now I'm sharing the same systems and tactics with you. Here's to standing out in the sea of sparkle. Welcome to episode 306. Today, I'm going to dive into something that I know can feel kind of personal. But as always, there's no judgments here on the podcast. But I know that we all have fluff in our marketing. As jewelry entrepreneurs, I know you're deeply connected to your designs, to your products. Each piece is a reflection of your artistry, of your soul, basically. And that's why it's so easy to get caught in promoting aesthetic appeal rather than focusing on what's truly driving results in the marketing. So we want to get rid of the fluff. And as beautiful and glamorous as high-end photo shoots or maybe influencer partnerships might be, maybe those aren't always the things that are going to lead to sales if they don't connect with your audience or spark purchasing decisions. So today, I'm going to tackle how to make smarter, faster marketing choices. Get rid of the fluff. These are the decisions that are going to help you grow your business without having you waste time on unnecessary distractions and tasks because, we don't need that. We don't have time for that. Let's get efficient. But before we get to the solid gold, I'd like to take a moment to remind you that this podcast has both audio and video, so you can either listen on your favorite podcast platform or watch on YouTube by searching Joya. You can support the podcast for free by taking the time not only to subscribe, but also to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Also, if you didn't already know, I co-host another podcast called Success with Jewelry with my friend Liz Kantner, who's also a jewelry marketer and the founder of the Stay Gold Collective. We have a free version of the podcast available everywhere you listen to podcasts and on YouTube, as well as a membership community with extended episodes and additional resources. If you check it out this week, we're on episode 101, and we have a very special guest on there. I'm not going to tell you who it is because you just have to go check it out for yourself. But the topic is clienteling. Successes, failures, tips, how to do direct outreach with clients. So if that resonates with your business model, check it out, Success with Jewelry. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to sign up for that free month of JoyDeck. Visit myjoydeck.com/trial to claim your complimentary 30 days. With our new jewelry marketing support platform, JoyDeck, we're dedicated to helping emerging jewelry brands reach new heights. So if you feel like you're on the brink of something big, but you just need that specialized marketing guidance to take the leap and reach the next level, you've come to the right place. This platform is reserved for you, my sparklers, the bold, the dreamers, the ones that are hungry for growth. It's not just another marketing platform. It's a gateway to success for jewelry entrepreneurs who are ready to level up. So go to myjoydeck.com/trial to get your free 30 days, and the link is in the show notes as well. All right, let's get into today's episode, my sparklers. This one, as I mentioned, is all about cutting out that fluff in your marketing. Let's get rid of it. With so many digital marketing options out there, I know your time and resources are limited, and that's why it's so crucial to be efficient, make quick decisions, and confidently move forward with your strategy. So how do you do that? First, you have to understand what's holding you back from making quick decisions. What's your fluff? And it might be a little bit different for every person, every entrepreneur out there. I've noticed that making confident decisions in marketing is kind of like this really weird cycle, and maybe you can relate. The less action you take, the harder it becomes to make a decision. And we all know making decisions is hard enough as it is. So to break this cycle, You have to just start moving. Make a decision, even a small one. And once you get that forward momentum going, you'll gain more information, more confidence, and more data to help make the next decision more easily and quickly. But the longer you wait to make a decision, it's like this self-fulfilling prophecy. The more that stagnation builds on itself, and you're just gonna stay stuck. One of the things we love doing with clients is keeping the momentum going no matter what. We are just focused on keeping things moving forward. Something changes, new information comes up, no problem. We find a way to move forward as confidently as we can. And this approach really pays off because instead of spending forever on a single decision, everyone, us, the client, anyone involved in this project quickly becomes an expert in the business's marketing by learning and adjusting along the way rather than just guessing. So first things first, you got to take a step. And if that means breaking a big decision down into a lot of little, smaller, easier to manage decisions, then do that. Whatever it takes to just keep moving forward. Overthinking, super common issue. Maybe you're an overthinker. It's especially common for solopreneurs who are juggling so many responsibilities. They have so much to consider. It's so easy for them, for you, to get caught up in wanting everything to be perfect. And while that's a nice thing to want, if it's holding you back from making decisions efficiently, that could be a sign you're overthinking details that don't even matter. So try to step back, focus on how each decision fits into the bigger picture. And if something doesn't align with the bigger picture, it's time to toss it aside and move on. Along the same lines, don't get caught up in activities that might feel productive in the short term, but don't actually move your business forward. And in the jewelry space, this often looks like chasing short-lived marketing trends, or maybe something somebody out there told you was like a good marketing idea, but that person doesn't know your business or doesn't know your specific industry. Maybe they're like, yeah, dance on TikTok, that'll solve all your problems. And it might create some temporary buzz or make you feel like you're doing something important or productive, but it probably won't build long-term brand loyalty or sales. So watch out for things that are focused on vanity metrics like follower count, likes, comments. Those things can give you a false sense of success. And while these numbers might look impressive, I guess, I'm not personally impressed by them. They don't necessarily lead to meaningful engagement or conversions, nor do they help you with making important decisions. So instead of wasting time and resources on activities that, at the end of the day, let's face it, they're just distractions, focus on what's truly driving growth for you, like building real customer relationships, increasing repeat purchases, and strengthening your brand message. And most importantly, whatever keeps you moving forward. You also might want to think about breaking down the decision-making process. One of the best ways to avoid getting stuck is to have a framework for making quick, confident decisions. Because if you don't have a plan or a structure, that's when you're going to get lost. That's when you're just going to be flailing and unable to move forward. And this can be called the quick decision framework. It's as simple as clarifying, comparing, and committing. So first, clarify your marketing goal. Get super clear on it. Are you looking to increase sales? Are you looking to build brand awareness? Are you trying to grow your email list? Then compare your options by weighing the pros and cons of each. And finally, the very most important part, commit to a path. That's right, commitment phobes. You're going to have to stick to something. Knowing you can always tweak things later, you can change course later, it's not set in stone, but you need to commit. And here's a quick tip. Before you make any marketing decision, ask yourself questions like, what does success look like for you? And how does this help my long-term goals? And this way, you'll stay focused and avoid overthinking. And that's not a framework I magically came up with. This is just something that is out there in the world, helping people make better decisions. Clarify, compare, and commit. Also, you want to identify what's working because you cannot make solid decisions if you don't know what's already working in your business. This is where data becomes your best friend. So start by looking at your current results. Check your social media insights, your website traffic, your customer feedback, what platforms are performing well, which posts are getting good engagement, what emails are performing really well. Use that information to guide you where to focus your efforts. Here's a simple exercise. Take 10 minutes to review your most recent marketing activities and rank them based on how much attention or sales they generated. And again, when I say attention, think about meaningful things. So maybe not likes, but maybe meaningful engagement. And this will help you double down on what's working and snip, cut out the rest. So how can you prioritize marketing tasks? If you're feeling overwhelmed by the sheer number of things you could be doing, and it's a lot, there's a lot to marketing, it's time to prioritize. And a great way to do this is by creating two lists: your must-do tasks and your nice-to-do tasks. Focus on the must-do items that directly contribute to sales or customer engagement, like building your email list or setting up a new product launch. And the nice-to-do stuff, like tweaking your Instagram aesthetic or posting every day on TikTok, can come later if you have time. A quick rule of thumb: if the task isn't directly tied to your goals and to growth, it's okay to push it back. Prioritizing is all about working smarter and not harder. And lastly, I think you should implement a review process. So setting up a regular review process can help you keep your marketing on track. This can be as simple as a monthly check-in with yourself or your team to review what's been working, what's not working, where you need to adjust. So create a quick checklist to go over your key metrics like engagement, traffic, sales, and see how each one aligns with your goals. By doing this regularly and making it a habit, you'll avoid getting bogged down by those activities that aren't driving growth. Plus, it'll give you the confidence to keep moving forward with clarity. Regular reviews equals continuous progress. So what do you think? Have you ever made an intentional effort to become a better marketing decision maker? Do you feel inspired to do so now? Let me know in a comment on YouTube or DM me on Instagram what you think. I'd love to help. Okay, let's get into the gold mine. This is the segment of the podcast where I get personal and share insights on entrepreneurship, mindset, success, growth, and all things business. And in this week's gold mine, I want to get a little personal for a minute. Don't I always get a little personal in the gold mine? Anyway, being a business owner forces you to make decisions in ways that other parts of life just don't. And if you're in this for the long haul, something will eventually come up that forces you to make a decision. In this week's gold mine, I want to go a little bit deeper into the topic of decision making. Of course, being a business owner forces you to make decisions in ways that other parts of your life just don't, at least not in the same way. And if you're in this for the long haul, something will eventually come up that forces you to make a decision, whether you're ready or not, whether you've been avoiding it or trying to hide from it. That's just the nature of business. It grows and changes with you, and at some point, it becomes less about you being the business and more about you guiding something that has its own life and momentum. Trust me, this shift will happen. It's inevitable. So if making decisions terrifies you, well, owning a business might not be for you. I've been facing this myself a lot lately, and honestly, it's uncomfortable. As business owners, we kind of already do have this intuitive sense when something needs to change, even if we're not always ready to admit it fully to ourselves or act on it. And even if you are good at navigating change, I think I'm pretty good at it, but it doesn't make it any less annoying or difficult to have to make a decision, act on it, move forward, take the action necessary. Because change, making a decision, means you have to take action, whether you feel like you have the time or not. And sometimes the decisions are small and they're easy to deal with and you're done with it. But then there are those holy crap moments, those high stakes decisions where everything feels like it's on the line and you realize that if you don't make a move, your business might not survive in the way you need it to. Did I give you anxiety? But here's the thing. Those moments, as scary as they are, as much as they might give you and me anxiety, those are the moments where the magic happens. Those are the moments where you get to challenge yourself, push past your limits, and grow, not just as a business owner, but as a person too. And that's really what this episode has been about making those better, faster, and more efficient decisions. Why? Because the better you get at it, the closer you are to stepping into your full potential, both in your business and personally. When you procrastinate on making decisions, you're not only holding your business back, but you're holding yourself back. And if you work with a team, you're also holding them back. And honestly, don't you owe it to yourself and to everyone who works with you and who loves you and believes in you to be the best version of yourself and for your business to be the best version of itself? What do you think about that? Let me know in an Instagram DM or YouTube comment. And if you ever want to reach out, you can always email me, Larissa, that's LARYSSA @joyjoya.com. And if you love this podcast, please share it with a friend who'd appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe as well as leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you're completely new to digital marketing, purchase and read a copy of my book, Jewelry Marketing Joy. Visit joyjoya.com/book for more information.